Hello, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome, Carencia. Welcome, anyone viewing anonymously. Yeah, been a week. Ended up not doing streams over the weekend. I was out of the house and I was tired and otherwise occupied. Hello, Aleph. Welcome. But I am at home this weekend and will be doing double disco. Hello, Leku. Hello. So that's a comment. But yeah, it's been a week. The last stream was part 6 of Butterfly Soup. This is part 7, and I'm thinking tonight's the night, baby. We're gonna finish it. So let's get that shit open. Yeah, I'm fairly confident that we'll be able to finish tonight, even with the late start. Which, thanks again for your patience. I was dicking around. Soup. It's time to finish the soup! And, we're at a baseball game. Our first actual baseball game of Butterfly Soup 2. We had some baseball practice at one point. But, this is the first time we're getting to see them play. We've been told that, Chris had promised that they would be normal, which she shouldn't have done. God Empress Jean, welcome. Welcome. Happy to have you here. Yeah, it's gonna be a good evening. Let's kick it off. It's baseball time. The Death Bagels walk over to the field where the killer whales are already warming up. Thanks for being willing to play us again, guys. Alright, this is Jun's team. Hi, Jun. No problem. Time for our revenge. Yeah, right. We destroyed you guys last time. Well, that was before our secret weapon joined the team. Secret weapon? We got a new guy. He's pretty good. Oh yeah? Where is he? Junso and Hayden look around amongst their teammates, but as the seconds pass, their faces grow more and more alarmed. I'm actually not sure. Maybe he got lost on his way driving here? Y'all, don't let them know that you don't have your secret weapon. Keep them on their toes. You know? Be like, I'm not showing you, then you're gonna expect him. Yeah, that seems typical of him. It's fine, we can wait a few... Pardon me. It's fine, we can wait a few minutes for him to show up. 20 minutes later, no one came. He's decidedly late at this point. I can't believe this. Where the heck could he be? Did you try calling him? He didn't pick up. But nobody came. Yes, Undertale. Yeah, like our opening music for the day, for the stream. Well, it's not like he can answer the phone if he's driving. You guys are pathetic, making up some guy to blame your loss on. We're not making him up, he's real. And we didn't lose yet? Stop jumping to conclusions. Is it okay if we start playing without him? If he turns up later, he can join the game then. Yeah, sure. As the killer whales file into the dugout, Noelle starts trekking to her spot in right field. She scowls disdainfully at a barren patch of grass as she passes it. Krista likes pointing to that tiny patch and going, "I'll defend that area, so you cover the rest of the field, okay?" I hope that grass grows back soon so I don't have to keep hearing that joke. Hey, wait! Noelle, you're playing second base today. I am? Why? Yeah, why? She ducks and covers whenever the ball comes your way. That's exactly why she needs to do it. I'm taking AP Psych, and I found out there's something called exposure therapy. I mean, yes. However, okay, I'm gonna see where this goes. It's where you make someone do something they're afraid of until they stop whining and get used to it. Okay, no. I'm not letting this. This is where I'm cutting in. Not how exposure therapy works. The key... Okay. Because I minored in psychology. Okay? This was my final, like, my highest level course that I took was called Counseling Psychology, and it was specifically about learning the mechanisms of a variety of different kinds of therapy. And I will admit I have not retained a lot of that knowledge. But exposure therapy, okay, here's the important thing about exposure therapy. I mean, like, the name itself seems pretty self-explanatory, right? So, like, yeah, it's exposure to the thing... and kind of, like, okay. So, the actual psychological workings of exposure therapy are, like, you, whatever the fear or discomfort is, you introduce it in small doses and stay in that situation until your body's, like, panic response fully subsides, and then slowly increase that exposure until you are able to interact with the thing fully. I don't know, I'm using it, obviously the language would be very different depending on what the exposure therapy is for. I'm just being very general. Fully, without your body having the panic response. So, while yes, it is possible to do it to yourself or others, if it's not done properly, you run the risk of... I don't know why I'm kind of frog in my throat today. If it's not done properly, you run the risk of reinforcing the fear. So that could mean not fully committing to staying in that situation until your panic response subsides. That reinforces the fear. If you alleviate that response by distancing, then it's like revalidating the panic response. Oh, I had a second. Where did it go? I was having such a good train of thought, and then it went a little sideways. Another way that it can, it can be bad, it can go sideways, is if you take steps too fast. If you go too big too fast and it's too much of an overwhelming panic response, then again, that's going to end up in a situation where you're just reinforcing the panic response. So, it's not a complicated approach. But see, here's the other thing about exposure therapy that's really important, is the consent of the person being exposed to something. like this just comes to mind when this like came to mind for me a lot when like there's like that faction of people who are like really against trigger warnings on things, and like safe spaces and all of that kind of stuff. And they're like, well, you're not gonna get trigger warnings in the real world or whatever. And it's like, the difference between encountering something triggering without a heads up and something like exposure therapy that is actually working towards a desensitization to that fear response is, with that warning, you can consent to prepare yourself. Without the warning, that's probably just going to end up re-traumatizing the person. So it's counterproductive. Anyway, that's thank you for coming to my TED Talk on exposure therapy. Yeah, this is something I feel strongly about. I think it's really neat. And it's like, it is like proven, like statistically proven, like by many studies and stuff, it is like one of the best forms of therapy for addressing fears, if not the best. It's been a while since I looked at it, so I don't want to say the best statistically if I can't, just in case I'm not remembering correctly. But I know it's like tried and true, but like any other kind of therapeutic whatever, it should be handled with care and consideration, and the consent of all parties involved. Chrissa. Looping this back into the fucking game. Oh, a hydrate and shrimp check. Thank you. I will set up properly. My lower back has been giving me trouble. But yeah. Yeah. So there's your, I don't know, mini psychology lesson for today or whatever. Yeah, this is a high school kid taking one psych class and thinking they know everything. Yeah. 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 Make someone do something they're afraid of until they stop whining and get used to it is not the thesis of exposure therapy. Alright, now that I've got that out of my system. That doesn't sound like the textbook definition to me. Chrissa, then how come when you went on that demon ride at Great America, you had your eyes closed the whole time? That was before I knew what exposure therapy was. Okay, Chrissa. Uh-huh. Wait, but I was second base. What happens to me then? You're playing left field now because you run fast. We're moving a whole bunch of people around, not just you two. Chrissa thinks she's a mega mind master now because of AP psychology. Oh, goodness. Hey, I never said that. Mega mind, I know. Mega mind, that's a good movie. Noelle begins trekking to second base. I do feel a bit better equipped to man second base. I do feel better equipped to man second base now than I did when I was first roped into this club. I don't like to appear underinformed, so a bit after our first game, I read the baseball rulebook from cover to cover. Still, I really hope no one hits the ball my way. To her surprise, Akaisha is already standing by second base. Bonjour. Why are you here? I'm the shortstop? I'm supposed to be here. What? Aren't you supposed to be closer to third base? Says who? The diagram in the baseball rulebook? Nah, the shortstop's position mirrors the second baseman's. You're supposed to work together and vary your positioning to anticipate what the batters and runner do, you know? And of course, they have to work together. See? Right, I knew that. So, we're both covering the same base? Won't that make things unnecessarily confusing? You're like a duo. It's a good thing. Yeah, we should negotiate who does what in different situations. Alright, fine. How about you cover second when there's a runner on first? And field the ground balls close to us. And also take care of the fly balls. You're just trying to get out of doing as much work as possible. The game kicks off, and to her relief, Min quickly strikes out the first batter. So, in conclusion, they didn't plan shit, good fucking luck. Good. Just do that 2 more times and we get to bat. Hayden digs into the batter's box next. Min throws a floater that curves up towards his head for a moment before dropping back towards the strike zone. Ah! Instead of swinging, Hayden flinches backwards out of the way. Strike! What's with you? Nothing, I'm just making sure I don't get hit in the mouth. I had a dream last night that my teeth were falling out. Oof. That's what you wasted your dream on? What, Min, do you just fucking lucid dream every night? You think everybody could just control that shit? It's not like I can control what I dream about. Power move, yeah. Min hurls another pitch his way, but instead of dancing like usual, it pretty much just sails straight down the middle. Ah! Hayden manages to make contact and drives the ball into the grass. It bounces into the air, and for one singularly terrifying moment, Noelle sees it coming straight at her. Egad, I hate ground balls. Egad! Oh my god, Noelle. Noelle covers her face with one arm and half-heartedly attempts to catch the ball with the other. She braces for impact, but nothing hits her. On the mound, Min managed to intercept the ball by catching it behind her back without looking at it. Hey. Of course, Dia's like, oh my god, that's hot. Whoa. Even Min herself looks shocked that she caught it. Just because it's cool doesn't mean he's out. Throw it to first. Min hastily lobs the ball to Liz. She just barely beats Hayden to first base. Out! Oh man. That was close. As Hayden heads back to the dugout in defeat, there's a distant shout. Sorry I'm late. Some guy is sprinting down the hill to the killer whales at top speed. There's the new guy. Sorry. Suban, where were you? The killer whale player sighs despondently as he joins his teammates. I was driving over and all of a sudden a spider crawled up my leg. So obviously I crashed the car. What? And you just are showing up here anyway? Obviously? Are you okay? Their team needed another player with art. Don't worry, I'm fine. I just knocked a street sign over. Isn't that a crime? How big was the spider? Priorities. Like this big. He pinches his thumb and index finger together to demonstrate. So small. So small. But it was all hairy. So practically speaking, it was equivalent to a spider twice as big. Even if it was twice as big, isn't crashing kinda an overreaction? No? Brisk. Whatever, just get up to bat already, it's your turn. They're scary because you never know where they are. Yeah. This guy seems like a coward. I wonder what makes him their secret weapon. Zupan digs in behind home plate. He's standing on the other side of the plate. He must be left-handed. Min hurls her next pitch, and the batter shifts into a bunting stance at the last second. He's not even going to try to hit it? He starts to run towards first base as the ball glances off his bat, sending the baseball bouncing toward Liz. She's forced to rush forward to field it, leaving first base unmanned. I got it! By the time she scooped the ball up, Zupan is well on his way to first base. Oh, he's fast. France! Frenchman! Oh, I need to cover first base since Liz isn't there. Noelle belatedly runs toward the base so Liz can throw the ball to her, but Zupan beats her there. The killer whales cheer as Zupan overruns the base. I'm not confident in my pronunciation of that name. Yeah, Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero? That's me. They call me Sub-Zero because I'm so cool. Huh? No fair. I want a badass nickname too. Oh, please. Like what? Oh, Noelle, you meant to ask? Like Sub-Zero. You're just going to copy him? Oh, I thought Akasha was going to have something more creative prepared. Saida shakes her head as Sub-Zero basks under his teammates' praise. Who the heck bunts to get on base? I mean, if you're fast, it's doable. Lefties have a huge advantage when bunting too, because they're already 2 steps ahead of where righty batters are when they lay down the bunt. Oh, that's so cheap. Sorry, I was thinking of you. Well, that's the essence of baseball, no? Cheating and being cheap. I mean, I don't think that's necessarily the intention, but I do also feel like that's kind of the thing that the Monarchs have been doing a lot of. I thought the essence of baseball was friendship and teamwork. Oh yes, that too. Junso is up to bat next. He swings at the pitch. The knuckleball suddenly swerves outward as if sensing the bat, dodging it entirely. The death bagels are about confusion. Absolutely. What fucking sound is that? Ugh. Huh? Dia misses the ball by a mile too. She rips her mask off and chases after it. Yeah! Sub-Zero takes off running towards second base. Oh, is that how that works? He's He's taking the chance to steal. I need to tag him on it. Dia secures the ball and throws it to Akarsha. Got it! Never mind. Looks like Akarsha's supposed to cover second base here. Sub-Zero skids to a halt halfway between the bases. Oh no! Because it was his choice to run, we need to actually tag him with the ball. Akarsha charges towards him, and Sub-Zero turns around and flees back towards first base. Throw it to me! Ah! Akarsha lobs the ball over, and Liz tags him out. No. Nice one, Akarsha. Akarsha? Who's that? You? I don't know what you're talking about. My name is Sub-Zero. Okay, Akarsha. No, it's not. The teams switch sides. As Noelle crosses the field, she's struck with a peculiar awareness of where she is. Barely a day ago, I was on the opposite side of the planet. I was in Taiwan, where the garbage trucks sing Beethoven's Fur Elise while collecting the trash. And now I'm here, playing baseball. I'm wearing a little cap, sweating, and running on grass. Why am I here? It's a mistake that I'm here. Hello? Earth to Frenchman? Yeah, Noelle is very shaken up by this trip. What? You didn't hear a thing I said, huh? My apologies. What was it? I said... I was like, it's gonna be something fucking ridiculous, isn't it? I said, it's hot as balls out here. Not this again. So, what were you so lost in thought about? Nothing really. It's just strange knowing I would have led a completely different life if my parents had stayed in Taiwan. I would have been someone who was close to her family. Someone who wasn't ignorant of her own culture. Maybe I would have been a better person. Oh, honey. Oh, I like you the way you are, though. Blushy, blushy. And if your parents didn't move, we would never have met. Of course, because obviously that makes up for everything. Akarsha grins, and the inside of Noelle's palm prickles. This is so peculiar. Is this what extreme anger feels like? But right now I'm only pretending to be annoyed for comedic effect. Oh, Noelle, you have so far to go. The sensation is so unbearable, she wants to scratch at it until it goes away. I mean, you went there on vacation. You're probably looking at it through rose-colored glasses. That is also true. They probably have tons of struggles over there that you're clueless about. Even so, the standard of living there is on an entirely different level. This is backed up by actual statistics, not just my personal opinions. This is what being soon today feels like. Oh, that's it though, isn't it? I don't know, man. It's not good to wallow too long in self-pity. Or else you'll get lost in the sauce. The sauce? What sauce? It's a metaphor for being out of touch with reality. Oh my god, she actually gave a decent explanation this time instead of going off down some ever deeper nonsense metaphor that is completely divorced from the meaning of the original statement. But I like to imagine barbecue sauce. Still have to get a touch of that in there. Dia is excited about barbecue sauce, or did something happen in the baseball game? Ha, baseball. The rest of the Death Bagels cheer as Dia bats Krissa in. Oh, they're not just walking Dia like last game? I told John I'd shave his hair off in his sleep if he did that again, because it's not fun for Dia. Who's up next? Me, time to unveil my special technique. Oh boy, what's it gonna be this time? I don't remember what it was that she called her special technique in the first game, but it was not a special technique, it was just fucking ridiculous. Ah, that was it. Wait, she better not be trying that getting hit on purpose thing again. Obviously, Junso throws a fastball to Akarsha. Akarsha leans into the pitch, causing the ball to bounce off her elbow guard. Haha! Free walk to first base. Huh? You can't do that on purpose. The guy on the Niles team who's serving as their umpire pages through his rulebook, lost. Does it say that in the rules? Actually, it's not relevant whether Akarsha caused the ball to hit her or not. Per Rule 2, Section 40 of the NFHS rulebook, there is no distinction between the act of touching or by being touched. Seriously? Thank you, baseball lawyer. Mwah! Actually, just last summer, Rule 734 was added, stating that the batter shall not permit a pitched ball to touch him. But it's not really my job to remind them to update their rule book. Yeah, Noelle. But still, that's not fair. You may not like it, but this is what peak baseball looks like. Even the Major League Baseball logo is a guy getting hit by the pitch. What? No? What? What are you talking about? It's a guy swinging at the ball. No, really, picture it. The ball is too high up, and look at how close to him it is. It's too late. There's no way he's going to be able to hit it in time. It's a guy who's about to get beamed. No way. She's right. There really is a guy about to get hit. I rest my case. Akarsha jogs to first base. Victorious. Alright, I'm up next. This man is about to be destroyed. Yeah, oh my god. I mean, she's kinda right. There's already 2 outs. I better not strike out. But on the bright side, Dia and Akarsha are both on base. If I can somehow hit this, we could end this inning with a massive lead. Noelle swiftly strikes out, missing by a mile with each swing. Drat, I blew it. Drat! Egad! Drat! Oh my god, Noelle. Ugh. There. Did you try? Yes. But did you fail? Also yes. Thanks, Krista. Wait, I think I said those in the wrong order. Forget the order. Why mention me failing at all? Team switches sides. As Noelle trots to second base, she crosses paths with Dia on her way to the catcher's box. Dia, do you have any tips for hitting the ball? Dia considers it for a moment. Oh, this is gonna be good. It's easier to hit the top of the ball than the bottom. Oh, it was an actual tip. I thought it was gonna be something like when she tried to explain what what was their science presentation? Where she was just like, they're good friends. Good shape, yeah. I thought it was gonna be like a good shape level explanation about divergent evolution, yeah. Bad for hitting home runs, but you'll strike out less. Dia, at this point, I'd be thrilled to hit any of the ball. You think I can differentiate between top and bottom halves? Dia appears not to have heard Noelle's response and has walked away. Thanks, I guess. I mean, if it was legitimate advice, it's just not anything that Noelle is skilled enough to put to practice. The killer whales cheer as a batter hits a grand slam off one of Min's pitches. Woohoo! We're tied now. Eat shit and die! Min strikes the next two batters out in quick succession, but the third gets a solid hit. Maybe I can catch this. Noelle leaps for the ball, but it flies over her head and bounces into center field. Got it! Krissa fields the ball and then tosses it back to Noelle. I need to throw this to first base. Noelle throws the ball with all her might. It plops straight into the ground and begins rolling away. Liz leaves first base to go grab the ball. By this point, the runner is approaching second base. It's another pickle. Liz and Akarsha need to box him in again. Akarsha! Who? Oh, she's not cooperating because she wants to be called Sub-Zero. Oh my god. Call her Sub-Zero or don't call her Sub-Zero. I mean, see, here's the battle that's happening within Noelle right now. Her stalwart urge to not give into Akarsha's absolute fucking nonsense versus her desperate need to win. Those are the choices here. Call her Sub-Zero for the sake of winning the game, or don't call her Sub-Zero because it's fucking stupid. Any opinions? Woo. Yeah, strong opinions on this one. You're staying out of it. You're right, because you've played this before, haven't you? So you kind of know how this goes. Don't know? I don't know either. I mean, like... I think they would both be exceedingly funny. Okay, I have to roll on it. Okay. D10. Odd numbers. First one, even number. Second one. Go! 8. Don't call her Sub-Zero. Personally, I wouldn't like that she just stole the other guy's nickname. Yeah, that does, you know, that's a whole other part of this. So yeah, don't call her Sub-Zero. Briska strikes again, so late. Okay, don't call her Sub-Zero. Akarsha, you vile creature! That's 10 times better. I wonder who this Akarsha you keep referring to is. Liz throws the ball to Akarsha, but she pretends not to see it and lets it land on the ground. Really? Shit! I mean, shoot! Noelle rushes to grab the ball instead, but the runner is already long gone. She shrieks at Akarsha as he crosses home plate. They scored because of you! Because of me? Or because you were a big meanie and didn't compromise like a good teammate? Really makes you think. No, it doesn't. Oh my. Thanks to Akarsha's antics, the Death Bagels enter the bottom of the final inning 1 run behind the Killer Whales. We need to get at least one more run or we'll lose. Unfortunately, Saida and Krissa rack up 2 outs right off the bat. God. Gomena, sorry, Dia-sama. You're our only hope. After letting 2 balls go, Dia swings at a fastball. She drives the ball into right field, and everyone holds their breath as it rockets towards the fence. It smashes into the middle of the fence, just a couple feet too low to clear it. Too bad it wasn't a home run. Too bad I'm about to beat the shit out of you. Kidding. Dia did great. Dia sprints around the diamond and slides into second base, just barely beating the throw. Safe! Akarsha cracks her knuckles as she gets up from the bench. Time to use my special technique. Wait, are you going to get yourself hit by the pitch again? Yeah. Back when I was in Little League, I saw a batter get beamed in the face. Krissa, do you remember? He was on your team. Huh? Oh, yeah, that was so scary. This is probably fake as shit. He collapsed and was just lying motionless on the ground for a while. He looked like he was dead. Poor kid had to be carried off in a stretcher. I think it knocked out one of his teeth, right? Yup. Actually, maybe he even have died for real later. These two and they're yes-anding each other. Maybe? Anyway, you trying to get hit on purpose just reminded me of that. Okay. I mean, they do have a point. It is a great way to get really fucked up. However, that sword is fake as fuck. This must be a new scare tactic they're trying. Plus, this is our only real chance to bring Dia home. We have 2 outs, and Noelle will probably strike out at her at bat. No offense, Noelle. None taken. So getting walked here would just delay the inevitable. You should try to create an opportunity for Dia to run. So I gotta actually hit the ball? Aw, man. No pressure if you can't manage it, but do your best. Say no more. I'm going serious mode. As Akarsha walks up to the plate, she tosses her bat in the air, spins it around, and tries to catch it behind her back. She doesn't spin it around fast enough, so the bat just clatters to the ground. Junso's watching this like, oh my god, that's so fucking cringe. Akarsha picks the bat back up and points it at Junso. What? Hold on. Your pants can't wait for my pee. What? The fuck does that mean? What is that even supposed to mean? She's trying to confuse you. Don't let it get to you. Disturbed, Junso quickly pitches to Akarsha. Akarsha whiffs it for a strike. Whoopsie. We're all gonna be haunted by that pee comment now, and it didn't even work? The team holds their collective breath as Junso lets his next pitch fly. Akarsha smacks it into foul territory. Strike 2. If you waste Dia's double, I'll hit you! Not helpful, Min. Krissa taps the sign she and Liz taped to the dugout's fence. No hitting allowed. Ha! You made a fucking sign for it. Then I'll scream real loud in your ear. So it destroys your eardrum. Liz taps the second sign they taped to the fence. No screaming allowed either. God damn it. Oh my god, Min, I'll do whatever the fuck I want, eat shit and die. So, is bested by these signs that were taped to the dugout by her fucking team captains. Maybe they are the only authority in her life that she respects. I mean, they really should have just made a sign that said no threats of violence, because, like, that would cover pretty much anything that Min would come up with. The team captains are the signs. The team captains. I think the team captains. God damn it. Junso winds up again. In the meantime, Akarsha has gone suspiciously quiet. Oh my god. Akarsha leans in so she gets hit by the pitch again. Not again! Great going, you just lost us the game. Yeah! Or whatever, I don't know how the fuck that's supposed to be pronounced. Akarsha races towards first base like her life depends on it. Guys, why is she running? Tag her if she tries to steal second. Hayden quickly throws the ball to Subhan, the first baseman, Akarsha hastily stops in her tracks. Uh-oh. Come back here. Akarsha turns and scrambles back the way she came with Subhan at her heels. What is she doing? There's no benefit to retreating her. There's no benefit to her retreating all the way back home. As Akarsha nears home, Subhan hurls the ball back to Hayden, who lunges forward to tag her. They've panicked and forgotten the basic rules of baseball. All they have to do is tag first base for a force out. Can they do that? She was hit by the pitch. She's entitled to first base. Good point. Guys, don't forget Dia's running too! Huh? Dia slides home in their confusion. That was likely Akarsha's plan the whole fucking time. What even are the rules? Yeah. What the fuck are the rules of baseball anyway? Yeah! Min runs over to home base and starts furiously kissing Dia as Hayden and Akarsha back towards first. As Hayden chases Akarsha back towards first. Get off the playing field! You can celebrate later! The run won't even count if Akarsha is the third out before making it to first base. Or if they can even tag her out? I'm not sure anymore. As she's trying to weasel past Subhan, Akarsha trips on her own shoelaces and collides with him. Ah! Akarsha bangs her head on Subhan's knee on her way down. Oh my god! Akarsha! Without thinking, she runs over to where Akarsha is lying motionless on the ground. So Akarsha is either actually seriously hurt or totally faking it for shits. Akarsha, are you alright? Akarsha doesn't respond. Coming from Akarsha, the silence is 1,000 times scarier than if she'd been screaming. Please be alright. Oh man, she got her crying and everything. Her voice comes out all choked and funny, and Noelle realizes with horror that she's crying. Oh my god, Noelle. She's not fucking dead. Krissa and Liz are just assholes. It was just a scare tactic. The world would be an awful place without you. Oh. Ow. Dazed, Akarsha slowly begins to sit up. Noelle is so relieved that she tearfully pulls Akarsha into a hug for a moment before a mixture of other emotions catch up with her. Wait, what am I doing? Her heart pounding, Noelle hastily shoves Akarsha away, sending her crashing back to the ground. Oh my god. You absolute arse! You scared me! Don't ever do that again! Noelle frantically wipes her tears away as Akarsha wobbles back to her feet. Soon, the others have gathered around her in concern. You okay? Yeah, just woozy. What year is it? 1834? Just kidding. 2009. How can you be cracking jokes right now? Can you tell me what happened? I got myself into a pickle, tripped, and ate shit. Okay, good. Yeah, doing a concussion check. Ask her if she feels nauseous. Do you feel nauseous? No. As they run through a series of tests for concussion, Krissa and Liz relax a bit. You seem fine. It's good that you can remember what happened and walk. It looks like you lost consciousness for a second there, though. I wasn't knocked out. I was thinking the whole time. I fucking knew it. Huh? I was just stunned because it really hurt. So, you remember what I said to you? Yeah, that I'm an arse? What about before that? Before that, everyone was screaming that I fell. It was so chaotic, it all kind of blurred together. Why, did you finally call me Sub-Zero? I most certainly did not. What a relief. It would have been mortifying if she'd heard me falling to pieces over her. But like the rest of the team, though? Did someone else catch that? We should still get you checked out by an adult. Aren't you and Liz technically adults now? You know what I mean. Real adults, like the school nurse. That is what it feels like being 18 years old. You know, the real adults. That's what it feels like being 25 years old. Does that mean the game's over? Yeah, sorry. We'll have to rematch you guys some other time. Wait, so did we tie? Did Dia's run count? Unfortunately, no. My understanding is that Akarsha ultimately violated Section 4 of Rule 8. She made a travesty of the game. A travesty? That's such a dramatic way to put it. I love it. I'm so sorry. You can hit my head super hard too as payback. No. You are probably also mildly concussed from crashing your fucking car before coming to play baseball. Dumbass. Like with the bat or something. No! Oh my god. Oh my god. Bruh, indeed. What the fuck? Why? It wouldn't help at all. I'll do it. Of course you would, Min. No one's hitting anybody in the head with a bat. Yeah, a knee and a bat, not the same thing. Even a knee at velocity. Bat, much more harmful. You expect Savannah to be a major character in Butterfly Soup 3. Yeah. I do hope we get more chronicles with this batch of characters. I do hope we get to see another Butterfly Soup. But I also understand if Brianna Lei feels like this is where she kind of wants to leave it. Just in terms of like moving along with her career, etc. in writing. But God, I love these guys. Noelle, could you escort Akarsha to the nurse's office? Alright, fine. Noelle and Akarsha trudge back up the hill toward the school. Suddenly, Akarsha touches her own cheek, confused. Why is my face wet? What? There's something wet on my cheek, like water. Noelle fucking literally like cried on her face. I mean, she could probably just say that it's sweat, which would be a lie. But I feel like she would rather go that way than admit her tears to Akarsha. It's from when I was crying over her. That must have been someone's spit that fell on you. Alright, another option. Huh? Ew! Man, if only I hadn't tripped, I totally would have saved the day. You should thank me for trying to save you from making us lose. Now that she mentions it, I do feel a bit bad that she got hurt trying to help me. I actually am a bit impressed you wrangled such an improbable outcome out of a walk. I truly marvel at your creativity sometimes. What? Who are you and what did you do with Noelle? Contrary to common belief, I am in fact capable of being nice. I know, but you usually look like you're passing your... God. I know, but you usually look like you're passing a really hard poo while you're doing it. Akarsha grabs Noelle's hand and vigorously shakes it up and down. Congratulations! You've learned basic human decency! You should try it more often. To Noelle's dismay, she feels a strange, almost electric undercurrent of something running between their palms. Why am I so sensitive to her touch all of a sudden? It didn't used to be like this. Noelle thrashes her hand free and seizes Akarsha's wrist. Ah! Could it be that I'm still excited from the game? There's probably still adrenaline in my system. Let me go! War crime! War crime! It's not a war crime to grab someone's arm! Oh, the humanity. To be captivated by a court jester, a circus clown juggling 5 bowling pins. Oh my god. Okay, 1 week later. Oh my god. God, I love Noelle so fucking much. Like, she tries to play everything so factual, but she's so fucking dramatic. Dia blearily looks up from her textbook as Akarsha takes her usual seat in front of Noelle. How's your head? Oh, I'm all good now. The nurse just told me to rest up for a few days. My parents made me see a doctor over the weekend too, and he said the same thing. That's good to hear. I wish I could have used this as an excuse to get out of the bio test today, though. At least we have the Multicultural Week assembly in 3rd period. You can use it as extra time to cram. Oh, right! That thing that they talked about a while ago that I've already forgotten all of the details of. Something to do with dancing. I want to watch at least some of it, though. I heard there was going to be a K-pop part. Noelle's heart does a nervous little stutter as Akarsha turns all the way around in her seat to face her. Do you remember the poster that was in the nurse's office? No, what poster? It said if your hand is bigger than your face, you have cancer. I have some doubts about that. That doesn't sound right. Why would that be the case? Swelling? Just to check, Noelle puts... Oh my god. And that was Akarsha's goal. Just to check, Noelle puts her hand over her face to compare their sizes. Akarsha slaps Noelle's hand, so Noelle smacks herself in the face. Akarsha! Akarsha bolts, and Noelle chases after her. Yeah, get dunked on. The bell rings. This concludes Noelle and Akarsha's daily morning screenfest. Once they're back in their desks, Noelle glowers at the back of Akarsha's head. I can't keep my eyes off of her. It must be my body's natural defense mechanism in response to threats. Okay, sure. If I hold her hand, it'll prevent her from doing the "why are you hitting yourself" move. And if I embrace her, she will be completely immobilized. Yes, there are perfectly reasonable explanations for all these strange urges I'm feeling. Oh boy. In third period, Noelle's teacher leads the class to the gym to watch the multicultural assembly. Most of her classmates have their heads buried in their biology textbooks as they walk, desperately cramming for the impending test. Pistil. The ovule-producing part of the flower. Next. Xylem. Plant tissue that moves water and stuff around. Next. What's stuff? Like, stuff. You know, stuff. You know, Akasha, I've never actually seen you study for something in earnest before. Yeah, well, I decided to actually try normally for once. I think I have too many lies and weird plots going on at the same time, and it's tiring me out. You fool. You nuisance. You liar. You know, I bet I would have known both of those words before the definitions were given if I could actually remember anything from my biodiversity and conservation class that I took in university. Although, right, no, I missed basically all of the lectures on flower biology, plant biology and reproduction because I was sick, I think. I was really mad about that because I was actually really looking forward to those classes. That was a weird one. I did this once and never again. The lecture was split in two. So instead of one 3-hour lecture, it was 2.5-hour lectures. And I can see how that format could work really well for other folks or for different learning styles. But what ended up happening for me was like, I had a lot of issues with getting out of bed in the morning. And if it got too late, I wouldn't even, like, I'd just be like, it's not worth going on campus for like 1 hour of a lecture or 45 minutes of a lecture or whatever, and I would just fucking stay home. Because I had like a 40 minutes to an hour of commute, and you know, the bus only comes through so often, so that, you know, was running into things. So it ended up like, I ended up missing more than I should have from that course because of that. But yeah, that meme where the girl said that I was doing stuff and the next girl says I'm stuff. But yeah, that was my science credit. One of my science credits for my university degree. Both? All? However the wording was. Anyway, yeah. You fool, you nuisance, you liar. I want to know everything about you. I want you to tell me every thought that's ever crossed your mind. Sepal. The outer part of the flower, the green leafy part. Why am I so infatuated with her? It can't possibly be that I fancy her. God. Noelle today is just so fancy her. No, surely not. I may have grown used to the concept of Dia dating men, but I have no intention of being in a relationship like that myself. Oh, Noelle. Even now that I'm aware it's possible for two women to copulate, that changes nothing. Homosexuals can't even legally get married anymore. It seems unwise to pursue a lifestyle reliant on the mercy of a government as unreliable as our own. Woof, now that's a thought. Oh boy. Oh boy. I mean, you don't have to let the government dictate your whole fucking life, girl. You can just be gay. Be gay, do crimes, etc. But like, you know, just be gay like queer folks have been doing for centuries regardless. Akarsha gives her an odd look. Why are you glaring at me? Oh, is that how my face looked? I haven't even done anything yet. Yet? Ooh. Noelle walks straight into someone in the class walking ahead of them. Kia! Oh, hi, it's you guys. Hello, Grace. Hello, Saida. Oh, hey, what's up? I posted the first chapter of my webcomic. I saw! Every page has like 4 comments. Is that good? I have no idea how to gauge webcomic success. Any comments is good. Any engagement is good. Esther, you're a celebrity now. Ooh, I wanna see. Here, I scanned all these comic pages from my sketchbook. She holds her sketchbook out so Noelle, Dia, and the Karsha can read it as they walk. This is not scientifically accurate. But at least it's easier to follow than that accursed English video we made. What is that? No, oh, no, I still haven't played Deltarune Chapter 2 yet. I know. I have to do that. Is that Spamton currency? Or something? One day we'll have more Deltarune. Yes? Yeah. Hey, were you really in high school if you didn't act in a completely incomprehensible movie? Hey, were you really in high school if you didn't act in a completely incomprehensible movie with your friends? I mean, I talked about this when they were doing it. I had these kinds of assignments in elementary school. I never had to do this in high school. I did take film studies in grade 12, which did involve making some short films, like 1 to 4 minutes type thing. But those were not they were not completely incomprehensible, or at least they were not intended to be that way. So I think that's a little different because I actually took them seriously. Oh man, that's right, I don't think I have those files anymore. Fuck. Because I don't know how many fucking times I brought this up. My computer fucking eating shit in like 2017 or whatever. May have been 2018. Yeah. It's like fucking 4 or 5 years ago, and I still have moments sometimes where I'm like, shit, I don't have that file anymore. Because it just fucking obliterated like 8 or 10 years worth of files that have been passed from computer to computer when it crapped out on me. Because that included all of my stuff from high school. I hadn't thought about that part, but that would include all of the final edits from my film studies class. The raw footage, I'm sure I have on an SD card somewhere. Nope, I think the finals are just gone. That's sad. Let's keep playing the game. You lost a lot of work halfway through college. Oof. Yeah, it really sucks. Yeah, my school computer bit it when I was in like the middle of my final year. But thankfully at that point I had backups of all of that. So I didn't lose any of my university work. But honestly, that stuff is all kind of way less valuable than the high school stuff. Because the high school stuff is like, yeah, film studies, a photography class, writer's craft, the kind of stuff that's like neat to look back at. My university stuff is mostly papers I didn't want to write. I mean, it is really cool to have still all of my notes from lectures, but also there's some stuff in there that's really not great quality note-taking. I don't know how many times I'd have bullet point, bullet point, bullet point, stop changing the fucking slide, bullet point, bullet point, bullet point, stop it, bullet point, fuck, with fucking profs who would move too fast. But anyway. Yeah. Dia is also confused by Akarsha's notion. Is that Noelle? Huh? Where? Dia points at a panel showing a character crumpled on the ground. Wait a minute. Is this traced from a photo of me? Is this traced from a photo of me? Yeah, but don't worry, I made sure to tweak some things. Her personality is completely different from yours, and I changed her hair color to white. You're just using a question mark and then asking a question without the mark. Yeah. Why white? Is she old? No, it's because she's albino. She has red eyes, too. Okay, but what if people still realize this is based on my likeness? Looks like someone already did. Sure enough, Min has left a comment on the page where albino Noelle is getting her ass kicked. God of Halo, okay. LMAO, get wrecked, nerd. That's the price of knowing an artiste. Sorry, next time I'll ask for permission first. Esther, you're coming to Fanime with us, right? Yeah, I begged my parents to let me go. We should cosplay as your characters to help promote the comic. What? No! The anatomy's so bad, and I made a bunch of mistakes on everyone's outfits. You're famous and you're still saying that BS? You created this with your bare hands, so what if it's not perfect? You're God. Just like... Okay, whatever. Do what you want, but I'm wearing normal clothes. You're seriously gonna be too cool for anime while attending an anime convention? It's not like you can wander in by accident. I mean, you kinda can. Like, maybe not a panel room or the actual convention hall, but if you just so happen to be, for example, in downtown Toronto when Fan Expo is happening, you could very easily accidentally wander into a bunch of convention nonsense. Roundhouse Park, which is across the street from the it's the Rogers Center that it's in, right? In downtown Toronto. It's fucking huge park right across the street from the convention center. Every year gets packed, jam-packed with cosplay, photo shoot, meetups. Yeah. Or like, if you're a poor unfortunate soul who happens to be staying in a hotel nearby while a convention is happening, it's so fucking funny to be like standing around, you know, looking around at all the cosplayers. I'm standing there in my Lolita and there's some guy in a fucking business suit who's like, what the fuck is going on? Oh yeah, this is the days before home. This was in Homestuck's infancy, late 2009. I call dibs on Stella Luna. Then I get Kagami Izuna. Wait, I wanted to be Kagami Izuna. Noelle hangs back with Dia as the others argue, trying to process a confusing tangle of feelings about not being the center of Akarsha's attention. Just water. Oh my god, I just remembered something. Speaking of fucking, wandering into a convention. Okay, so Anime North, again, Toronto Area Convention, it takes place at the Toronto Congress Centre, which is a set of, there's two buildings. There's the South Building and the North Building. And there's also, like, panels that happen in, like, hotels in the area. And some such like that. So, I don't remember what year it was now. Fuck. It might have been 2018? Anyway, I think it was 2018. Yeah. The North Building was on the exact same weekend being used by the was it the federal or the provincial Conservative Party? God, this is so long ago now. Fuck. Was it federal or provincial? I feel like it was provincial. Conservative Party having their convention to elect a new leader. So it was like a whole thing with people fucking folks talking shit at each other because right next to the anime convention was the whole fucking Conservative Party. It was so fucking funny. And like the way that things are set up, because they were in the North Building. In order to get to the North Building, it's like behind the South Building. Right? So they had to navigate through all of the anime convention nonsense to get to their fucking suit and tie conservative businessman shit. All to get to their very, very serious political affair, they had to walk by all the fucking all of the fucking anime cosplayers, fucking mecha evolution cosplays, and guy dressed as a potted plant. These are cosplays that I've witnessed personally at Anime North. Could not tell you if that was the exact year that they happened, but yeah, it was really fucking funny. Yeah, there was a group. Yeah, okay. I mean, the first one, the Evolutions. Yeah, there was a group cosplay around 1 year where they'd made like mecha suit kind of versions that looked really good. They were fucking sick. Potted plant. Okay, so I think this was 2019. There was someone in a costume for like just like a topiary in a pot where like you could not see the person inside of the costume at all. They had no arms sticking out. Like, it was head to toe, and they would like do that thing where they like shuffle a few feet and then just sit there like there's an actual potted plant, and they'd like pick targets to like shuffle towards and such. It was really fucking good. Whoever was in this fucking plant suit started shuffling up on me and my friend when we were sitting outside the convention hall eating dinner on like Friday night. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, typical silly convention nonsense. But yeah. Anyway. God, I miss all of that so much. Anyway. And distraction. Yes, thank you. Yeah. Anyway. Hydrated. Alright. She watches Akarsha's ridiculous gait as she walks, the one that apparently marks her as an American in India. Question. Do you ever feel like love is a choice? Like you could potentially fall in love with someone? You're not in love with them, but if you wanted to feel that way, you could. But if you ignore it, it'll pass. Eventually. Isn't that just regular love? No, I'm not talking about regular love, like what you and Min experience. There was no preventing that. The two of you were drawn together with the force of a freight train. But this isn't like that. This is more comparable to someone reaching a fork in a road. Because I can obviously control my emotions, especially ones that aren't useful to me. I'm not a wild animal. Oh, Noelle. You only wish that was true. And especially ones that aren't useful. There's just so much happening. There's just so much happening, and Noelle Oh boy. Even if you could control your emotions, why don't you think they're useful? Because they would derail my entire life. There's insufficient evidence to suggest the subject in question would reciprocate my feelings, so perhaps this is putting the cart before the horse. But in the unlikely event that things actually did work out between us, it would be extremely inconvenient for my plans. What plans? You know, just the default ones. Oh boy. Oh, there's so much. Oh, Noelle just keeps doing this to me. Akarsha also just wanted to quash her feelings when the confession failed, but Akarsha was just so bad at confessing. Oh my god, yeah. Essentially to secure a respectable job, marry a similarly successful man, and spawn 2 well-behaved children in the suburbs before I'm 30. Oh, Noelle! Oh my god. Oh, there's so much to unpack here. It hurts me too. Oh, God. Oh, man. I mean, she's 14. She's got a lot of time to unlearn this before she starts trying to put it into action and such, or, you know, starts feeling more obligated, you know what I mean? There's time, Noelle. Noelle, please, don't go into the darkness. Oh my god. Hold on. I'd be throwing away my prospects of leading a normal life just for the pleasure of being tormented by a silly little clown every day. Followed by one of the best lines, yeah. Oh. Dia's like, what? Dia gives her an odd look. She looks like she's struggling to piece together a very complicated puzzle. What? Nothing. I just don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Gears turning. If the person doesn't fit your goal, shouldn't you update the goal? I can't. It's the only outcome my parents see as acceptable. Oh. If I don't adhere to it, they'll badger me day and night. They'll never let me hear the end of it. Don't they already do that anyway? Oh, yes, they do. You're right. No matter what I do, they'll always find some new issue to latch onto. Why am I so desperate for the approval of 2 people whose opinions I don't even respect? I wish I could rewire my brain to only crave approval from people I hold in high esteem. Like me? You would be included, yes. Then I'd want you to adopt 1,000 dogs and start exercising. Of course you would, Dia. 1,000? But you can read some books too, as a treat. Your manner of discussing this makes me sound like your pet hamster. Noelle follows her class into the rafters. Dia, over here! Min worms her way over to them through the crowd. I escaped from my class. Escaped? Are they gonna come looking for you? No, I lost them. You'd better have. I'd rather not get caught harboring a fugitive. Did it hurt when you were born with that huge stick up your ass? I'm not even going to dignify that with a response. It's probably a good idea, Noelle. What the hell is this anyway? Multicultural Week? Yeah, that. None of the other schools I went to did this. At lunch, there's samosas and Cold Stone cupcakes. What? For free? No, you buy them. All the clubs sell something to fundraise. I heard there's also musubis. What's the baseball club selling? Curry pizza, I think. Akarsha takes a seat at the end of the row against the wall. Min begins to sit down next to her. Suddenly, Dia grabs Min by the shoulders, turns her around to her face, and kisses her full on the mouth. Is this Dia's way of trying to save that seat for Noelle? Like, has she caught on? What brought this on? Hot damn, get a room! Baffled, Noelle squeezes past them and sits in the spot Min was about to take next to Akarsha. What was that for? Not that I'm complaining. Dia's master plan. Dia whispers something in Min's ear that Noelle can't catch. What? That doesn't make any sense. Are you sure? Maybe half. Class president. Tinikling is one of the most popular folk dances in the Philippines. This dance originated on an island in central Philippines. Pronunciation, emphasis on things. Noelle and Akarsha continue to cram as their fellow students showcase a variety of cultural performances. Right, they're studying. Dia lets out a huge yawn and rests her head on Min's shoulder. You tired? Stayed up late studying. I'll wake you up if anything cool happens. Man, I wish I stayed up late cramming too. I'm so dead. We have the entire assembly to study. If you want to live, stop whining and start reviewing. Yes, ma'am. What part of the flower will turn into a fruit? See, I would know this if I hadn't missed those lectures. Ovary? Sure, ovary. The ovary. Ding, ding, ding. You didn't by any chance ask that question just to make me say ovary, did you? No way. How immature do you think I am? Last period, you asked me to guess what number you were thinking of, and it was 69. Well, you're the immature one for guessing it right. How am I the immature one? I guessed it because I know you're always like this. Shut the fuck up. Dia's sleeping. Not anymore, she isn't. The Tinikling dancers bow and run off the stage. Now that they've reached a lull in the conversation, Noelle is hyper aware of the way the side of Akarsha's thigh is pressed up against hers. Why did I have to meet you? Why do you have to be so funny and make me so happy? You've ruined everything. Ugh. 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 My heart. Next up is Chinese dance. Chinese dance has thousands of years of history. A troupe of student dancers wave colorful fans to an idyllic-sounding Chinese song. Do you know what the song's about? I wish I could tell you. I haven't the faintest idea. When I was younger, I was so eager to cast the Chinese part of me aside because it was difficult, and now I regret it. Hey, no judgment. I'm whitewashed too. Does it ever bother you that you can't speak any Indian languages? Maybe a little? It would be cool to know. That's all? You don't feel guilty for being uncultured? Excuse you? I'm plenty cultured. Today, I'm gonna eat curry pizza, destroy the sport of baseball, and even enjoy the company of a Frenchman. You know what I mean. It's not the traditional culture your ancestors experienced. Is that such a bad thing? It's different, but it's pretty cool in its own way, too. And if I really want, I can always pick up Hindi or something someday. But you've already missed the window of time when children pick up languages the most readily. Don't plenty of people learn languages later in life, though? I feel like Dia and Min have learned a ton just from teaching each other. That may be possible, but it's not optimal. Dude, whose life is optimal? You're not a robot. Just take what you can get and be happy. Easier said than done, but duly noted. Just thinking. Speaking of robots, did you try playing Portal? I did. What did you think? It made me motion sick. I kept having to pause because I was on the verge of throwing up. Oh, Portal is first person, isn't it? Oh no, I'm like that too. If I play first person games for too long, it makes me nauseous. Oh my god. You know how I found that out though? It's just happens to be that nothing that was played in first person had ever really appealed to me up until that point. But a couple of years ago, and this stream is on YouTube, I did a stream of cat lateral damage because I was about to leave for my summer job, and I finished the bonus stream game, but I had one stream day left before I was leaving. So you remember, Corenzio? I played cat lateral damage for 2 hours, and then I was like, all right. We're learning things. I'm never doing this again. I'm gonna go have a ginger ale. Oops. Sorry. But I did enjoy the witty dialogue and the song at the end. So you still played all of it? Yes. Even though it almost made you hurl? What choice did I have? You told me to play it. You could... Noelle. Child. Oh. Yeah, I guess that's friends do. What? I feel like there's some words missing from that sentence. Isn't GLaDOS so hot? It's a really good puzzle game, and Noelle had to solve it. The sadistic artificial intelligence who's trying to kill you? That's the whole appeal. She's scary in a seductive way. So many things are clicking about the way that you are, Akarsha. Like, her voice gets all low and sexy when she's insulting you. Did you hit your head again? Something's definitely not right in there. Who else insults Akarsha on a regular basis? I wonder who. K-pop as we know it would not exist without the girls in the crowd go, woo! The K-pop dance troupe's introduction is completely drowned out by a chorus of high-pitched screams. Aw, that's cute. I'm not sure I would characterize those banshee-like screams as cute. No, not them. Next to you. Noelle turns to see Dia sound asleep in Min's arms. Min's gazing at her like she's an angel that just fell down from heaven. It makes Noelle's skin crawl, so she quickly looks away. They're so disgustingly in love. I can barely bear to look at them. Right? It's like staring directly at the sun. All obvious. Sometimes I kind of wish that were more my style. Do you really? It's not exactly my style either. Uh-huh. You're both getting a little closer. Yeah, I guess not. Noelle carefully maintains a mildly disgusted expression as she watches Akarsha read, just in case she's caught staring. If I cast this part of myself aside because it's difficult too, will I come to regret it later? Yes. Yes, the answer is yes. Love yourself. Hey, do you remember that time my brother hijacked my computer and typed all this crazy stuff to you? What? It was a few months ago after school. Remember? Oh, I forgot about that. That was odd. Yes, I remember now. Why? I lied. Ah, she's going for it! That wasn't my brother, that was me. Okay? Huh? Akarsha goes back to reading her biology textbook, though her leg is now jittering up and down. Come on, Noelle! I feel like I was just told a joke whose punchline flew straight over my head. Why would it matter that it was her and not her brother? What exactly did she say? As she racks her brain, a dozen costumed seniors take the floor. Thank you, K-pop. Up next, we have Senior Bhangra. Bhangra was originally a folk dance from farmers in Punjab. There's Krissa and Liz. There's Krissa and Liz. Hey, wake up! That probably... They didn't provide translation for that, but I can guess it means something like my love. Noelle does not, in fact, remember what was said. I know. Ah! Come on, girl, you can do it. Dig deep. Seniors, come on down. It's okay if you don't know the moves. Follow our lead. How is it okay if people don't know the moves? I guess they all try to copy the group that's learned to dance. Won't that look hopelessly unsynchronized, though? They can't possibly dance in proper unison on the fly. Why don't we see for ourselves? Let's dance. Akarsha stands, yanking Noelle up with her by the arm. What? We're not seniors! Come on, no one's gonna notice. I can't focus anyway. Keep blushing. Noelle balks as her friends weave their way into the crowd of amateur dancers. I don't dance. Oh. We've all heard that one before. This scene is gonna end with you and Akarsha having swapped your fucking outfits. I need to rewatch the High School Musical movie sometime. What? See, I thought I should contextualize that just in case that's flying over anyone's head. Yeah. The I don't dance baseball scene from High School Musical 2. I don't dance. Come on, you don't need to be good at something to do it. They all try to copy the others, clapping and raising their arms a beat rate each time. This looks like shit. Oh, balls, this is harder than I thought. I told you, we look like fools. that's okay. So does everyone else. Already out of breath, Noelle looks around at the chaotic blur of Asian nerds flailing their limbs around them. It's true. This must be a group of some of the worst dancers in the world. With renewed confidence, Noelle spins in what turns out to be the completely wrong direction. Dia rears back to avoid crashing into her. To Noelle's surprise, Dia belatedly bumps into her, sending her flying into a Akarsha. Dia playing matchmaker, not what I thought was gonna happen, but I'm here for it. Close combat dancing. That almost seemed deliberate. Pardon. Akarsha tries to pull back, only for Mint to smack the back of her head in retaliation. Ow, what was that for? This air is mine. Huh? Oh my god, the two of them! Min and Dia. Noelle grabs Akarsha's hand for balance as they collide again. Isn't this fun? This is a hellhole. This is paradise. That's so cute. I bet this is the final splash. Like, splash card. Master Dia. Yeah, because they ended on a real cute one for the first game, too. Akarsha laces their fingers together, and Noelle can feel it. A hairline crack racing through something foundational within her. Ah! It's an utterly terrifying yet exhilarating sensation, but she doesn't let it go. I have feelings for you. She whispers it as an She whispers it as an experiment, so that it's impossible to hear over the roar of the crowd and the music. But it feels like a small, daring victory, like the first step on the moon. Like a butterfly breaking out of its chrysalis, all soft, naive, and crinkled. Maybe with 2 left feet and a few days late to the party, but alive, so alive, trying to process the blinding, beautiful, wild world she's broken her way into. What'd you say? Akarsha twirls her, and Noelle gives up on suppressing the giddy smile on her face. Nothing. Maybe I'll tell you later. Be that way. Burger King. Okay, Akarsha. That's not even the slogan. They dance and dance, all stupid and struggling and happy. There's so much pain and misery in this school. It's twisted us all into strange and flawed shapes, like butterflies born in a fool's spring. But it's the circumstances that gave us you and me, right here, right now. Kant wrote, "Out of the crooked timber of humanity, no straight thing was ever made." And how we long to be straight, forgetting there's beauty in the crooked things too. We'll never live the lives our parents wanted us to lead, and that's okay, because we'll forge something brave and new instead. It won't be the same, but it'll be ours, and I won't ever let that go. Man, this game is just so fucking beautiful. What is the footage in the back? I guess, is this? I wonder if the credits will end up saying where this is from. I would bet that this is from Brianna's actual high school. Like, I know, yeah, like, this is the dance, but these are fictional characters, so it's not footage of them, you know what I mean? So, like, where, you know, did it come from them. But I should look at the actual credits that are playing on the screen. Fake out ending? I hope not, honestly, because that was a beautiful, beautiful ending. Okay, so they've got credit performance by MSJHS, class of 2016. Opposite of special thanks to confetti? Okay. I have never seen that before. Opposite of special thanks. Thank you. It's much more subdued than Dia and Min's ending. It was, but it was so good. I'm gonna fucking cry. The future! Shut up! Her cat. Oh, I hope that's it. That's really cute. Yeah. Class of 2016. So that would not have been her graduating class. Because I was class of 2015, and I'm pretty sure she's a couple of years older than me. Akarsha. Well, were they open? What do you think? It's 1 a.m. Of course Home Depot wasn't open. There's gotta be somewhere else you can buy bolt cutters. What the fuck are they doing? At this hour? I'm not optimistic. Guess I'll die then? How else are we gonna get them off? I'm afraid we'll need to go to the fire station for help. Stop laughing. This isn't funny. This isn't funny? Oh my god. We're going to the fire station with me half naked and handcuffed and it's not funny? You really can't get more dressed than that? I mean, my arms can't go through the sleeves. Hold still. I give up. Good enough. Good enough? Oh my god. Okay, how many? Alright, Noelle's got some grays, so this is like far, far future. If only I had a humiliation kink, this would have been perfect. Dia and Min's future was adopting dogs. Oh, that's right! We did get that at the end of the... I forgot about that. The contrast. Oh my god. Doesn't Min have a katana? They do? Or at least some kind of sword. Maybe we could use it to slice the handcuffs off. What, you want a surprise amputation tonight? No. And you're sure the key didn't fall behind the dresser? I looked everywhere. It's gone. Yeah, Min made them. I'm convinced that in these scenarios, small objects stop obeying the laws of physics. This never happened any of the times I handcuffed you. That, my dear, is called luck. Whatever you say, skunky. Stop calling me that. Fine, Skunko Pop. D. Gray Man. And don't brainstorm horrid new nicknames for me. Stress can cause graying, so not necessarily that much later. I mean, like... Look, God, how old was I when I found my first gray hair? I think I was like 23, so... But it's still not that prominent, like... a visible, genuine, chunky stripe. You know what I mean? But stress is a factor. That is true. But you're basically begging for it with your hair like that. It's not as if I grew gray hairs on purpose. Then how come I don't have any? You're intolerable. Noelle seizes the front of Akarsha's shirt and yanks her forward, crushing their lips together. Akarsha makes a small noise of surprise, then grins as she deepens the kiss, coaxing her lips open so her tongue can slide inside. At the start of the night, she tasted like watermelon lip gloss, but that's long been kissed and smeared away into oblivion. Noelle can't help but think, why bother? When will you learn? I'll always kiss through every layer of crap you put between us until it's just you and me. When they part, their breaths ragged, neither of them can come up with anything witty to say. I love you. I love you more. That's impossible. No, it's not. I love you times infinity. There, I win. You can't multiply infinity. Infinity is a concept, not a number. So is love, for that matter. Well, it's too bad. I did it. Love you times infinity. Noelle sighs, but she doesn't bother hiding the half smile tugging at her mouth. If you're going to speak nonsense, then I love you times infinity plus one. Always the competitive streak. Now get in the car. I have work tomorrow morning. Akarsha tries to respond as Noelle opens the door for her, but she's laughing so hard it takes several attempts to get it out. The firefighters! They're gonna look outside and see Prius driver dressed like Frog and Toad, and me. What's wrong with driving a Prius? Just get in already. I love you times infinity minus one. I love you times infinity minus two. Okay, how mean. And I guess that's that. Ah! I'm just sitting here smiling.
That was so...
The fucking, like, the moment the fucking final, like, splash screen showed up with them all dancing together, and that whole thing, I was like, I'm gonna fucking cry. It's so good. Like, just the everything. Yeah, I don't like, I just, like, insert closing thoughts here, you know, but, oh my god, yeah, like, Brianna Lei truly outdid themselves with the second installment. Like, the first one was already like so amazing, and then like just This just the leaps and bounds in the emotional depth was so good, and it's just so sweetly addresses all these really complicated topics and complicated feelings. In a way that's so good. Just phenomenal, really. Yeah. I'm sad it's over. I do hope. Yeah, it was a good one. Yeah. I do hope that there are further explorations of this world, this wonderful cast of characters that she's created. Because, you're talking about it in the last stream, I'd be super down and happy with this level of in-depth exploration for, anybody else on the baseball team. You like reserved characters getting their confidence. Yeah, and the moment of being maybe the plan doesn't have to be the plan, right? God. Learning to feel, etc. Yeah. Yeah, and just the whole, the fucking epilogue of, going from Noelle being oh my god, lesbians fuck? How? To that. Just ugh. Yeah. Use your hands. Yeah, this game is I just want to hold them all in my little cupped hands because they're wonderful. She used it last week. Oh, right, when she was in the middle of looking up the article. Oh my god. Yeah. I'm wondering. Let me Google something. Because I'm thinking about the dance at the end again. Because, I think that they're older than me, but they might not. Maybe they're actually a year younger. Hold on. That's not a website. Why do I have caps lock on? Yeah, no. I was right. They're older than me. 94. And I was born in 97. But yes. New butterfly soup charms were Noelle. What? Let me take a look at this. Epilogue could potentially be modern day. Yeah, I think that is very likely. Let's see. Oh my god, of course. Oh, butterfly soup on Big Cartel. Independent Game Festival was nominated for Excellence in Narrative. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, they totally could have picked better art, though. For their little stripe or whatever. Ah, it's now Polish. Yeah, I probably have to update, Oh! Sorry, I'm scrolling. Also nominated for Best LGBTQ Indie Game at the Gaming Awards 2023. But one of the other games up for nomination is Arcade Spirits, The New Challengers. Arcade Spirits sequel is out? Neat. Is it? I mean, if it's been nominated for Best Queer Indie Game Award for 2023. Sorry, let me put this. I should probably put this on the screen actually instead of just talking about it. That's her Twitter. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna try and get this on the screen. That's the wrong button. Sorry, technical issues. Okay, I'm gonna scroll back to the top of the page. Open up, yes. Here. There we go. Let's get that off of there and adjust the size. Yeah, so we got Brianna Lei's Twitter. Yeah, flag of, got the location, flag of Taiwan, flag of United States. Yeah, the stuff that was written for Noelle definitely felt much more deeply personal than some of the others. So that, I kind of thought that checks out. So, yeah. has like merch and shit. US shipping only for now. I'm planning on offering international soon. I felt bad that Noelle was suffering in her original charm design, so this time she's reading a book as a treat. Yeah, so excellence in narrative, which is the one I was saying they could have picked a better image to use than just like screen capping the fucking home menu. Yeah, now in Polish. Yeah, Gaming Mag's Best Indie, and here it is, Arcade Spirits, the new challengers. And validate that. I remember hearing about that because that was a bunch of folks who were also into Homestuck, right? Teenage exocolonist? Oh, and the thing? Yes, I was a teenage exocolonist. But, yeah, Arcade Spirits, the new challengers. But, yeah. I'm so excited Hades 2 got announced. I can't think of a good caption for this. I give up. I love it so much. Hello? What is this? Updated the Butterfly Soup art asset pack to include Butterfly Soup 2. Now that the sprites are conveniently put together like this, I'm going to expose you to all of my favorites. Hold on. Art asset pack? Different from the bonus included with the games. Oh my god, does this contain the fact I may or may not have already used a Ren'Py asset ripper to snatch all of the assets from the game file. But if this has some more put together sprites, because the ripping them directly from the game, everything's in bits and pieces, right? Useful for me. Yeah, I'll definitely see later if that's got some more goods in it. US shipping only, FAQ for updates and international. Fine. Oh, that's all there is right now. Plushies. Neat. Oh man. The meme edits though, yeah. That. Yeah. Oh god, how many of these are there? Quick person, when I finished, I wanted to write about just how special this game is. Featuring the best filmmakers in the business. Oh shit! This is different. This is new text. Hold on, I'm gonna close the game so I can. Where'd my fucking mouse go? God damn it! So that we can hear the audio from this. Battery's low. Huh? For the camera. Warning sign flashing. It's okay, we got this. All we gotta do is nail it in this take. Take 21, action. The visual novel Butterfly Soup is gay girls playing baseball and falling in love. Again, the end. That's not enough information. I mean, it's a sequel. It's just gonna be like the first game. But what if viewers don't know anything about the first game? Who would click a video called Butterfly Soup 2 trailer without knowing about the first Butterfly Soup? If you're watching this, oh fuck, hold on. If you're watching this right now, that's you, honestly. What? Don't insult the viewers. No, keep insulting them. We should use this video to cause controversy on purpose and drive up the view count. Why don't we just do something nice, like those ASMR videos with relaxing? I can't keep up with this text speed. Not out loud, anyway. Hi, Recursive. Maybe to get attention, we should make the opposite of that. Like a torture video. Why would we make a torture video as a game trailer? Instead of ASMR, we can call it pain. What would the letters stand for? Poo, ass, idiot, Noelle. Why is my name used? It was the first thing that started with N I could think of. You should be flattered. This is giving me ideas. Dia, give me the camera. No, don't give it to her. Too late. Gracias. Relinquish the camera. Let go. Wait, you're gonna make me drop it. Ah! Beautiful. Yeah. Anyway. Oh my god, I'm gonna read all of this. Anyway. Yeah. Cool. Alright. Yeah. Thanks for joining me. For all the butterfly soups. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, I'm gonna read like all these fucking interviews and stuff. It was so good. Yeah. Having a good time. What's coming up? We got Double Disco Weekend, baby. And next bonus stream. Right, we're gonna polish off The Sims 3 Desktop Goose. We're gonna close that book. Is how we're gonna kind of transition. Yeah. It got kind of lost. That series got kind of lost in there. It was a fun idea, but it's time to have its grand finale. So we'll do that. That'll be next week's stream. And yeah. Have a great rest of your week, everyone. And I hope I'll be seeing you back around for some Disco Man nonsense on Friday. Until then, I will see you around. And good night.